What we really need is action this decade. This is the crucial decade for serious heavy lifting on climate change. So we really want Bill C-12 to be so much stronger, a strong 2030 target, and very importantly, a milestone target in 2025, which it currently lacks. So that's why meeting with your MP on Bill C-12 is really important.
So it's been really interesting, like talking about why we care about this issue, our own personal experience with our kids, the climate anxiety they're having, the looking to adults to take action, what brought us sort of to the table as parent activists, being able to share that with politicians. I feel they took notice. It wasn't just a environmental group that's been lobbying them for years to do climate action. It's sort of it feels a lot of them were surprised, I guess, and being like, wow, it's really great to hear from you, sort of this everyday citizen approach, but with a political movement behind it, because we are organized and being really powerful as a collaborative movement of parents across Canada, but also globally.
We often don't think about the staff, but the staff of MPs are often very helpful. The staff, I was only able to meet with the staff at Chrystia Freeland's office, and I have to say they were young people themselves, and they were great. And I did really feel that they understood the issues. They wrote back a very personal message indicating that they knew that the stakes were extremely high, and they realized that this is an extremely serious issue, and they encouraged us to continue the conversation and get back to them with any other concerns we have. So they were very open and very welcoming, and they made a point of listening to us. The other thing they said was that they made a point of saying, please keep doing this, because every time our government comes down with some climate policy, we will get a lot of blowback from those who are opposed to it. So we really need to hear from those who support climate action and support even stronger policy. So please keep doing this.
They didn't seem as well versed in the bill as we are, as very busy parents and just citizens who are trying to keep up with this. So I think that's been a bit disheartening for our group members to feel like our elected officials aren't taking this bill or the climate issue as seriously as they need to. It's not just one meeting and then the work is done. We found we've had to follow up with emails, thanking them for meeting us, for taking the time, referencing again our key demands. Maybe I also attached the original letter we sent, just, you know, when they get a lot of communications through email or letters, if you don't know the person, it's just like any relationship, it might have less of an impact until you actually met them and they're a person in your mind. So I think following up with what you want again and reiterating it after you've met them and you've had that person-to-person connection can be helpful. Another thing that we've been trying to do, again, to keep it goes beyond that one meeting, is showing them kind of the power and influence we have out in the world. So if we've done actions on an issue or gotten press or comment or raised in the House of Commons, like we've had someone quote us, sending them links to that work as sort of evidence of like, we're still out there, we're doing this, tagging them also in social media posts. So we've been doing reporting back of these meetings to our larger network and trying to take like a photo of us meeting with them, because again, it helps tell the story and make it a bit more real for people. But tagging them in that to see that we're talking to our audiences and people are paying attention and we're asking people to follow up and contact them again. So I think, you know, not thinking that just one meeting is all the impact you can have. We can make it stronger, I think, by following up and facilitating those conversations and keep going and follow up again in a month and have a, you know, what's happened since and a report back. I think also not thinking of just a one-way communication, like we're telling the MPs what we want and we're waiting for them to do that thing. Like we do want them to do it, but it's also about getting information from them. We've had a lot of good strategic advice or ideas, kind of sparked creative thought of different approaches we could have to make an impact on this law as it gets formed. So I think also thinking of them as a resource to get good information, who else you could speak to in cabinet or in any of the opposition parties that might be a stumbling block. Like those, it's all about pressure and also collaboration and getting insights, how to get it to the end goal and have it strengthened the way we want.